In this tutorial, I will show you how to write a custom HPC Toolkit blueprint from scratch. I will assume you already have some high-level familiarity with HPC Toolkit concepts. If you have not already done so, I recommend you first watch the previous videos in this series, linked in the description below. The easiest way to customize a blueprint is to start with an example provided in the HPC Toolkit GitHub repository. From the repo's main page, we can click on Examples to see a full list of examples. From this table of contents, we can click on a specific example to read more details, and click through again to see the actual blueprint. Today, we are going to start from scratch, so you can see how one of these blueprints gets built up. I will be working in the Cloud Shell editor, where I have already installed the HPC Toolkit GHPC command line tool. The previous simple cluster tutorial video has instructions to get you this far. I will be building a blueprint that provisions 2 shared file systems and then uses them with a batch job. My blueprint will include a new VPC network, a file store for shared software, and a DDN EXAScaler lustre high-performance file system. The blueprint will also include a batch job template module that will automatically mount these file systems on a batch job. Finally, I will add a batch login node that can be used to test and submit the batch job. The blueprint will contain a reference to each of these modules and describe how they are interconnected. On the examples README page, I can find a boilerplate template for a new blueprint. I will start by copying this template and filling out some basic information. We need to populate the blueprint name and deployment name. The blueprint name should remain the same over time. It is applied as a label to resources and can be used to track usage and costs associated with the blueprint. The deployment name should be unique for each instance of a blueprint that you deploy. This is used to name cloud resources like VMs and disks and can be updated to avoid naming clashes. I will leave project ID empty and overwrite this value on the command line. Let's start by adding the VPC module to our blueprint. To do this, we need to view its documentation page. We can find a full list of supported modules under the Modules folder. This list is broken down by role. We are looking for the VPC module under the networking role. Each module has documentation containing a simple example snippet that can be copied as a starting point to build our blueprint. The network name setting is optional, and to keep this blueprint simple, I'm just going to remove it. Next, we'll add our 2 shared file systems to our blueprint. We can find the Filestore documentation under the File System role. Just like with our VPC module, we will copy the example snippet into our blueprint. This file store will be a place to install shared applications and will be available from our batch job. The DDN EXAScaler lustre module is also found under the File System role. Again, we will copy the example snippet. My batch job will use this lustre as a high-performance Scratch file system. Now in my blueprint, I have a network and 2 shared file systems. Next, we can start to customize these modules. Each module has a list of inputs that we can define using the settings field. We can see that Filestore and lustre have a local mount setting that has been pre-populated. A full list of supported settings and their description can be found on the module's documentation page under Inputs. For example, we see that the Filestore local mount setting is optional and will default to shared if not specified. Let's update the Filestore local mount so that it mounts under Apps. It is worth noting that all matching deployment variables will be propagated down to module settings. So for example, Filestore has required region and zone settings, but I can leave them blank as I have defined a region and zone deployment variable. The module ID is what we will use to reference a module from within the blueprint. We can rename the Filestore module to reflect that it will be our application's file system. Next, I will add a batch job template module and a batch login node module to our blueprint. Both of these modules are found under the scheduler role. The first of these will generate a batch job template file, which can be used to submit a batch job on Google Cloud. By using the HPC Toolkit, the batch job will automatically mount the shared file systems. Next, I will add a batch login node. This module will provision a VM that contains the batch template file created in the previous module. Additionally, it will automatically mount the same shared file systems. This makes the batch login node a great place from which to test, submit, and monitor batch jobs. Now we can wire the modules together. We do this with the use field. By connecting the modules with the use field, the HPC toolkit will automatically pass variables between the modules where output and variable names match. Some modules are already correctly configured due to the default naming of the example snippets we copied from. For example, Filestore and Lustre are correctly using network 1, which is the ID for our VPC network. Let's update our batch job to have access to both our file systems. To do this, we will add the ID of each file system to the use field of the batch job module. We can now use the ghpc create command to generate a deployment folder and deploy our infrastructure. As mentioned previously, we can use the vars command line argument to overwrite deployment variables. I will use it here to dynamically set the project ID. Deploying the infrastructure takes several minutes. And when it is finished, we will see printed instructions on how to SSH into our batch login node and submit our batch job. Now that our infrastructure has been deployed, what if I want to make changes to my blueprint? For example, I want to use a different image for my batch job. I will add an image setting to the batch job module so that it will use a Rocky 8 image. The full list of module settings and their defaults can be found for each module on its documentation page. Here, I'm copying in the image information, but there's a link in the description on how to find available images. We can redeploy our blueprint to reflect this change. By adding the -w argument, GHPC will overwrite my existing deployment directory while preserving the Terraform state. This allows me to safely apply updates from my blueprint. Well, now I am off and running, ready to use batch with my HPC toolkit deployment. Hopefully with the skills and resources you learned about in today's video, you can feel confident customizing blueprints and even building your very own from scratch.